Hi guys, how are you? Thanks for tuning in to another one of my videos. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. And today I just wanted to talk about one of the current news events in Watchtower, one of the bigger news stories of recent weeks, and that is the murder in Watchtower, or the murder that took place in Colorado, in Thornton, Colorado. It was on Christmas Day, I believe, where what's being called a murder-suicide, a man killed his wife and then himself in a Jehovah's Witness parking lot of a Kingdom Hall. And from the news reports I have looked at, I believe they were ex-members, and the husband had thrown like pipe bombs at the Kingdom Hall, the wife trying to stop him, I think he was very disgruntled and angry, so he unfortunately killed her and then himself. It's such a sad, tragic thing to hear about. It's never good that when you hear about that kind of stuff going on. I believe, I'm not sure if there was a meeting in progress at the time of that, but I know Watchtower wants to keep it a more hush and not let it get out. Shootings everywhere are becoming more common, sadly, a lot more violence. Mental health issues are really increasing everywhere, and due to many things like bad upbringings, drugs, alcohol, various things. Even where I live, it's on the increase. Where I live, a disturbing thing that's been happening is violence on public transit systems. But I would like to give my thoughts on this murder-suicide in Watchtower, like how it's grabbed my attention. I got to thinking, some of the first thoughts that just came to my head, Jehovah's Witnesses claim to be such a loving people, the happiest people on earth, the best life ever. But yet, over the years of what's been happening inside of the Watchtower, is that what we're seeing? No. It's like they're rotting from the inside. They're like trying to portray this image that they're a happy, moral, God-fearing people, and yet there's more people than ever that are leaving the Watchtower, more PMOs, and unfortunately, more stories you hear like this one where people have acted out of anger and violence, and a lot of it is due to their shunning policies, which is a very unloving, very cruel, unloving. When some of these members are disfellowshipped, like you're taking away their whole community, all their family and friends. And some of these people that have been raised in it, and it's just bound to have severe negative effects on a person's mind. It's just very toxic. Disfellowshipping and shunning, especially the level that the Watchtower takes it to, is just so wrong and unloving on so many levels. I hate to say it, but it's kind of no wonder why it would push some of them almost to these kind of like breaking points and acting out in violence and anger. It's sad to see, because even the process of reinstatement is very stressful for ones to try to return to that religion. It's just anything but loving. And even since leaving, I've learned just how many marriages within Watchtower are unhappy, or where the couples are like unhappy, just because, you're not marrying who you thought you were, because a lot marry really young and a lot marry just for the sake of marrying, and the dating process is relatively short. I believe a lot are married within 6 months to a year. Like, I have not heard of many that like date for several years and then decide to get married. I think that would be a little looked down on. Well, I think in a lot of cases, they don't realize who they're really marrying until after they're married, like what that person is really like. Is just being spiritually compatible does not mean you're going to be all around compatible. But Jehovah's Witnesses, they're being exposed more and more around the world for their practices, violating human rights, claiming they're a charity when they're definitely not. Well, I mean, like the tax exemption from the charity, like they're not a charity, they only care about their own people. Well, not really. And but also being finally held accountable by some of these other countries is a great thing to see for me, because they're shunning policies, they're pedophiles and child abuse. It needs to be, the governing body would love nothing more than to bury that underground and not have people know about it. So I think it's just so awesome that a lot of governments now, it's not just former Jehovah's Witnesses, it's a lot of governments and countries are around the world are recognizing Jehovah's Witnesses for what they really are: an unhealthy, toxic cult that is not the happiest religion in the world, and they're not even Christian for that matter. So those are my thoughts. I hope you guys are having a good week, a good new year. I hope the rest of the week is a great one for you guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.